I think a lot of people have my story, they just don't realize it. My name's Kyle Vatt, and I love sports. I grew up, I'm the middle child of 5. I have 2 older brothers and 2 younger sisters. My dad played football in college for the Colorado Buffaloes. He also played baseball. His brothers played baseball. We've grown up around it, and I just fell in love with the competition. The opportunity to be on a team and to play at a certain level. To me, there's a connectiveness that you can connect to people, whether it's through a great play or a momentary execution. That's what I loved all through high school. And it wasn't until I had an opportunity to play football at a high school, play basketball at a high school, to realize I love these sports, but I don't have the discipline and the abilities to play with these guys long term. It was fun while it lasted, but I knew that I was uniquely gifted different. So I talk about them, and I always talked about them. After high school, I really didn't know what I was going to do. So I went business because I just didn't know what I was going to do. So I started working really hard for different restaurant chains and worked my way up to a point of management at a younger age. All while having this inkling of an idea that I still love sports. I love talking about them. One of the jobs I had, everybody knew me as the sports guy. Like, ask Kyle, he knows. And we would talk, you know, all the time during breaks. Oh, did you watch the game? Or, oh, are you gonna watch this game? Or this is why it's important. So it was always a part of me, but it wasn't until 2013. I was 23, 24, and I met somebody who had known me years prior when he was my brother's mentor, and he saw me at my job at the restaurant, and he said, hey Kyle, you know, it's good to see you, and what are you doing nowadays? I said, well, I'm in school right now for business and communications. I knew I wanted to do something where I talked to people, and my real goal though, I would love to do sports broadcasting. He didn't say a word. He pulled out his card and he put it on the counter, and he said, you should call me. And when I picked up the card, it said Russ Martin, executive producer of the Liberty Flames Sports Network. So I came up for a CFA, fell in love with the campus. I knew I wanted to come here, but life kind of changed for me. I tried to come here and there were transcript issues, and I remember talking to my dad saying, Dad, I want to go, and he said, then go. I said, but I don't know how. Like, these are things that aren't controllable. And he said, well, if you have the opportunity, go. I got to a point where I just knew if I didn't go back to school, I wasn't going to, and I'd be trapped in a life that I would always regret because I didn't try. And I said, I'm going to Liberty. I'm going to school. And I applied on a Monday morning, sent my transcripts on that Monday morning, and on Wednesday afternoon, less than 72 hours later, Liberty called and said, all your classes transferred. And so I came up here in 2016, and I haven't looked back, and I knew the moment I got on campus this was what I was supposed to do. And then I got to be the sports director at 90.9, the campus radio station. Built my resume, built my opportunities, taught me how to speak into a mic and to people and connect, all while just absolutely filling me with joy with what I love, and that's sports. This weekend I just got done doing play-by-play for the Big East Field Hockey Tournament, nationally streamed. I would have never had those opportunities at another place. I know I wouldn't have. So I know I'm where I'm supposed to be, and I know I'm doing what I'm supposed to be doing. And I had a conversation with somebody the other day. Every time I do this, I fall more in love with it and more in love with sports. But it's not because I'm awesome at it. It's because I'm more of who I'm supposed to be.